Hello creative souls, welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you my Halloween inspired step-by-step journal page with new Tim Holtz Sizzix die sets. I love Halloween so much because it brings me to my childhood and I'm never ever tired creating with Halloween stuff. I'm working on my small Ranger Dylusions journal. I'm slightly misting page with water and starting with distress spray inks. A list of colors and supplies is in description below this video as usual. I'm stamping with Distress Archival ink pad and Tim Holtz stamps. Names are listed in description as well. Here I'm applying some distress oxides and inks through the stencil with Ranger blending tools and foam applicators. This is my die set selection for this page. I decided to start with a Haunted set. I'm slightly sanding Ideology Classic Craft stock paper with Tim Holtz sand block. You can use any sand block you have, or if you don't have it, regular sandpaper will work good for this. This is Sizzix adhesive sheets, and it's absolutely must-have for attaching tiny die cuts, because gluing small things can be very tricky. So I highly recommend you to use these sheets in small details. Bigger objects can be easily glued and you can cut them without adhesive sheets. Cut the needed shape and simply peel one side and attach it to selected paper. Here is some paper leftovers with already attached adhesive sheets. It's perfect for small details. This is Sizzix Vagabond 2 cutting machine. I like it so much because it works from electricity and I don't need to rotate handle. All I need to start cutting is simply press the button. Machine works in both directions. It is good for thin and thick dies. For cutting thin dies, you need platform, thin die adapter and 2 cutting pads. Everything comes with machine. I'm placing my paper and die on the pad and covering it with another pad. Then I'm choosing direction and pressing the power button. Then I'm switching direction and running it again and again. I'm doing this because I want to be sure that I will receive nice and crisp cut. My camera doesn't catch it, but this die cut piece has a pre-embossed marks as a guide for next layers. For Moon, I decided to use a metallic craft stock. I'm choosing two colors, platinum and gold, and sticking adhesive sheet to the back of gold paper. Platinum is already with it. And this is my second cutting machine, Sizzix Sidekick. I like to cut smaller pieces with this little helper. Big machine would be absolutely good for this too, but I find small one is just more convenient for these purposes. I'm cutting a tiny bats from sanded black craft stock leftovers with adhesive sheet previously attached to it. I cut around a dozen of these little bats. Now it's time to cut Skelly. Sizzix Colorize dies are marked on the back with recommended color names and numbers. Sizzix also has a quick assembling guide for all colorized die sets on YouTube. I will place link to Skelly in description under this video for you. I decided to follow packaging picture as a guide for myself. And since I don't have enough paper with these particular colors, I will color plain paper with colors I want. I am marking Ranger Dylusions paper with areas for different colors. I already have a list of colors which I want to use, and you can find my color guide in description below as well. Here I'm coloring marked areas with distress oxide pads with blending tools. I'm sticking adhesive sheets to the back of papers which I will cut. For black details, I will use black Dylusions paper. And here I'm cutting pieces of my future Skelly. I decided that my page needs a ground and I'm creating it with Tim Holtz tissue tape. I'm drawing a little heels with Faber-Castell pit pen with a ballet nib. For coloring them, I'm using distress crayons. I'm scripting them and blending with my finger. Before assembling a Skelly, I'm blending some inks over the edges of each shape with a tiny foam applicator. I have Jane Davenport batten blenders, but you guys can use a regular eyeshadow applicators if you have them. To build my main character, I'm simply peeling back of each shape and sticking it down. This is easy and reminds me of sticker pads play from childhood. Now I will speed this up because the process is so long and I don't want you guys to get bored. I'm just continuing to inking over the edges of pieces and sticking them down using pre-embossed marks on die cuts like a map. Attaching tiny details is a little bit tricky, and I'm using tweezers. Now it's time to assemble the house. I'm gluing the main shape with Distress College medium matte with fine nib. But before gluing, I'm coloring the edges with Faber-Castell brush marker because the edges are not black and I want to make all parts of the page look one piece. And here I'm sticking down all house embellishments following pre-embossed marks. Suddenly I discovered that I forgot to attach cracks to the Skelly, and here I'm fixing it. I'm positioning little steps and sticking them down. I cut 2 sets of steps with one die. The moon and tiny bats are from Gatekeeper die set, which is from new Sizzix Halloween 2020 release, as well as Skelly and Haunted sets. I'm outlining an object with the Sakura White Jelly Roll pen. Here I'm adding a shades with black distress crayon and some more white to stamping and to the words which were created with a stencil. I'm outlining Skelly's teeth with Faber-Castell Dark Sepia pen and a little bit of highlighting with a Faber-Castell Big White pen. I'm scribbling a black crayon over the edges and blending it with my finger to make my spread look more complete. I find a suitable phrase in Ideology Halloween sticker book and sticking it down. Now my page is done. I hope this tutorial wasn't too long for you guys. Do not hesitate to ask me questions. I always read and respond to all your comments. Please press the subscribe button if you are still not. Goodbye and see you soon.